The Rams cannot afford a letdown. Not here, not now. With playoff momentum in reach, the one thing that could derail everything is taking the Carolina Panthers lightly. Today, we're breaking down exactly what the Rams must avoid, what the Panthers actually do well, and the keys LA needs to execute to walk out with a win and zero excuses. Welcome back to the channel. If you love sharp football breakdowns, detailed game prep, and no-nonsense analysis, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Let's get into it. The biggest danger this week isn't what the Panthers bring, it's what the Rams think they bring. This is the classic trap game formula: a struggling opponent with nothing to lose, a team with a young quarterback playing loose, and a defense that, while inconsistent, is absolutely capable of wrecking a game if you sleepwalk through 4 quarters. The Rams need to treat this matchup like a playoff elimination game. Anything less could bite them. Let's start with what the Rams have to avoid. And number 1 is simple: slow starts. LA has been a hot and cold first quarter team this season, and nothing ignites an underdog like early confidence. Carolina may not be a complete roster, but they do play hard. If you open the door and let them hang around, suddenly the fourth quarter looks a lot more stressful than it should be. The Rams cannot afford to chase the game. They must establish tone, rhythm, and aggressiveness from the opening snap. Second, the Rams have to avoid getting too cute offensively. Sean McVay is a brilliant play caller, but sometimes when facing a weaker opponent, the game plan gets flashy instead of focused. This week should not be about proving scheme wizardry. It should be about doing what you do best: leaning on the run game, setting up the play action, and letting Matthew Stafford operate with clean windows and rhythm throws. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. Win with fundamentals. Win with structure. The third thing to avoid is overlooking Carolina's defensive front. Their record doesn't change the fact that Brian Burns and Derek Brown can take over possessions. If the Rams' offensive line slips, Stafford could face unnecessary hits, stalled drives, and turnovers, the exact ingredients for an upset. This has to be a game where the line communicates, stays disciplined, and avoids the penalties that have killed drives in previous weeks. Now let's look at what the Rams must do to secure a decisive victory, starting with getting the ball out quickly. Against a pass rush with star talent but not great depth, rhythm passing is your best friend. Quick concepts, slants, screens, RPO looks. When Stafford gets the ball out on time, the offense becomes nearly impossible to defend. Force Carolina to play reactionary football and keep them on their heels. Next, the Rams need a balanced run attack. Kyren Williams is the heartbeat of this ground game, but this needs to be more than just hoping for big runs. This needs to be about staying ahead of the chains, controlling tempo, and wearing down a defense that hasn't shown great late-game stamina. If the Rams reach 25-plus carries, they're keeping their offense on schedule and minimizing turnover risk. And speaking of turnovers, that brings us to one of the biggest keys: win the turnover battle decisively. Carolina's offense struggles when they're forced to drive the full length of the field. Make them earn every yard. Don't shorten the field with giveaways. And on defense, take advantage of any mistake a young quarterback makes, especially in blitz disguise situations. If LA steals a possession or two, this game could be over by halftime. Let's flip to the defensive side. The Rams must make Carolina one-dimensional. That starts by stopping the run with discipline, not just effort. Gap integrity, tackle consistency, and maintaining leverage. Make the Panthers beat you through the air, where they've had trouble pushing the ball vertically and sustaining drives. This is a game where LA's front seven can dominate if they stay patient and avoid over-pursuing. The next key is mixing coverage looks to confuse the quarterback. Rotate safeties post-snap. Show pressure and bail. Show soft shells and then come downhill hard. Young quarterbacks struggle most when they can't predetermine throws. The Rams need to exploit that. Make Carolina think, hesitate, and force the ball into tight windows. Then there's third down defense. This is where the Rams can completely suffocate Carolina's momentum. Keep everything in front. Rally. Tackle. Don't give life to drives with penalties or blown assignments. The Panthers have struggled all season to convert in high-pressure moments. Make that weakness even more glaring. But maybe the most important key of all is emotional discipline. The Rams cannot play at half speed. They cannot assume Carolina will roll over. Every great team handles business against opponents they're supposed to beat. Every great team approaches every week the same: focused, prepared, urgent. If LA comes in with mature energy and playoff seriousness, this game should follow the script they want. Still, this matchup isn't just a potential trap. It's also an opportunity to build rhythm, to sharpen execution, to clean up details that matter in December and January. A chance to stack confidence and send a message to the rest of the conference. But only if you show up with intention from kickoff to the final whistle. So, what's the bottom line? The Rams shouldn't fear the Panthers, but they should respect the moment. Games like these don't define seasons, but they can derail them if you get careless. Protect the football, control the line of scrimmage, start fast, stay sharp, execute your identity. If the Rams do those things, this won't be close. If they don't, Carolina has just enough talent to turn a sleepy afternoon into a frustrating nail-biter. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, drop your score prediction in the comments, and subscribe for more weekly Rams deep dives. Stay locked in, stay focused, and until next time, keep that playoff mindset alive.